Right now at 5, La Crosse's Common Council is set to make a decision on the future of homeless camping bans. And the YMCA is providing food to the community through their summer food program.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. Day 3 of Nia Tao's retrial is underway and more witnesses have taken the stand. Tao is one of the 2 accused of being the trigger man in a shooting that left 3 dead in a West Salem quarry in 2021. A 2023 trial ended with a hung jury. Yesterday, the only living witness to the crime testified, saying Tao was responsible for the murders. And today, someone was incarcerated with Tao in the La Crosse County Jail is echoing the claim, referring to Tao by his nickname, Kush.
Did Kush say whether or not he was involved in the deaths?
Yes.
How was he involved, as he said it to you?
As the gunman?
Was that the word he used? No.
Tao's co-defendant, Kamthaneth Ratanasak, was sentenced to life in prison back in January. He accepted a plea deal to testify against Tao in the latest trial and is expected to testify again this time around.
Well, not a bad day for most areas, except if you were further north with more cloud cover this afternoon and cooler temperatures. And that's just a start of what we're going to be expecting. But overall, temperatures today were a few degrees below what we had yesterday. As you go further north, 5 to 6 degrees. We're going to see more of that even as we go throughout tomorrow. For this evening, though, just a little bit of a chill. That west wind, west-northwest, is kind of breezy, but it will start to die down. But getting down to 59 degrees at 10 p.m., the start of a kind of a cooler night. Same story for La Crosse, too. 62, that west or northwest wind, which has been kind of breezy all day long, will begin to decrease a little bit, but you definitely will need probably a jacket out there if you're doing anything. Right now, all the activity, the low up to the north, beginning to push more clouds due to daytime heating, but look at those temperatures. 76 in La Crosse, but you go further north, just 68, got up to about 70, 71 in Eau Claire. So definitely starting to feel that cooler air begin to push in. And really, as we go overnight, you're going to see more 50s out there, low 50s, maybe a few upper 40s with some cloud cover beginning to push in as we get closer to the morning hours. So definitely going to feel it. And if you're going to the Moon Tunes tonight, you'll probably need that jacket because with that wind, the temperature is going to fall probably back into around the lower 60s as we get later in the night. So we'll kind of break down what the temperatures look like for Friday because they're going to be cooler and what the weekend has in store just a bit later in the broadcast.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Greg. A new Child Alert program is expanding its Missing Child Alert system, allowing more missing child cases to have Amber Alerts issued. Today, Wisconsin officials introduced the new system called Missing Child Alert. The new legislation is requiring children to be defined as a person at risk in a missing persons incident. An alert can now be made for children who need assistance getting home, including those with physical or mental disabilities. Governor Evers signed Act 272, or the Prince Act, on April 10th after 5-year-old Prince McCree and 10-year-old Lily Peter both went missing but did not meet the criteria to have a missing child alert issued and were later found dead. La Crosse's City Council is set to vote tonight on whether to remove Houska Park's no camping designation. News 8 Now's Allison Fergott is live at City Hall. And Allison, what are council members saying about this resolution?
Emily, it is a full house at City Hall right now. I've never seen it that full. A lot of people have a lot to say about this resolution. And earlier today at 4:30 p.m., the city's J&A committee met to vote on this, and that they decided that it should move on to the full city council without a formal recommendation. A report from the city says that around 230 people are living in La Crosse without permanent housing, and only 70 individuals are in local shelters. That's because the shelters are currently at max capacity. Councilmember Matt Keel proposed the resolution. She believes Houska Park is the best short-term solution, partially because of its location.
I saw it as the one that had the least negative impact on those that are housed in the community, those that are unhoused that would possibly be there, city staff, as well as the Pathways Home Plan.
And that Pathways Home Plan she mentioned is a collaboration between the city and county to achieve functional zero homelessness by 2029. Previously, the city used Huska as a sanctioned encampment starting in May 2022. The campground designation ended in October of that year. And in March 2023, the city then used around $100,000 in ARPA funding to clean up the area. So the resolution will now go to the city. Other interim overnight shelter options. So we will hear more about that later tonight at our 10 p.m. show. Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Ferget. Emily, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allison. During tonight's City Council meeting, members will consider a resolution that could potentially prohibit camping on all city property. Officials with the U.S. Department of Agriculture visited the Dahl YMCA this morning to celebrate their efforts in providing food to the community. News 8 Now's Michael Germain joins us live in the studio to show us a program that is keeping kids fed during the summer season. Michael.
Emily, the Dahl YMCA is feeding communities with their summer meal program. The USDA says it plays an important role in alleviating financial stress for families.
The YMCA is an incredibly strong partner in using federal nutrition programs.
The YMCA summer meal program ensures kids have access to nutritious meals all season long. Funded by a grant from the La Crosse Community Foundation, the program also provides activities to keep the community engaged. USDA member Cindy Long says programs like these help families as a whole.
So programs like this are critically important to make sure kids get the nourishment they need, so they can, continue to be healthy and to take a tremendous amount of stress off those families.
According to Long, on any given day, roughly 30 million kids eat lunch at school, which many students get for free or at a reduced price.
Imagine how those families feel when all of a sudden school's over.
According to the National Director of Strategy and Quality Practices, 1 in 5 kids are unsure where their next meal is coming from. The YMCA is helping provide over 54 million meals nationally to children 18 and under.
During the summer, those families lose access to those sometimes 2 meals that the kids are getting 5 days a week. So this provides that consistent support for our families.
Now, Emily, the program kicked off on June 10th and will continue serving meals through August 23rd. Emily, back to you.
All right, thank you, Michael. 70 years of stories, faces, and memories. Join us as we celebrate WKBT News 8's Platinum Anniversary.
Nothing tastes better on the grill than steak from Holman Locker and Meat Market. Stop in for a sale on this month's featured steak. You'll be glad you did. Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat and much, much more.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
I'm the proud son of a single mom.
My mom worked nights to provide for us.
My mom worked 80 hours a week.
But Eric Hovde thinks if you have a single mom, you're going to be poor or a drug addict?
That is a direct path to a life of poverty. It leads to higher drug rate.
That just shows Eric Hovde is ignorant.
Come on, I'm successful today because of my mom.
I learned my work ethic from my mom, my single mom.
What is wrong with this guy?
What would Wesco look like in your home? This is Wesco in your living room. This is Wesco in your kitchen. In your bedroom, in your laundry room, even in your bathroom. Wouldn't you like Wesco in your home? Right now, save up to 25% off with discounts in every department. Wesco in Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup is always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
It's Toyota's National Sales Event. Swipe into end of summer fun with an exciting new Toyota. Whether you're paddleboarding in a RAV4, mountain biking in a Tacoma, or tubing with your best friends in a Camry, you'll find plenty to post about all summer long.
Right now, during Toyota's National Sales Event, you can lease a new Tacoma for $349 a month. Or get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new Tundra.
Come in today. Ooh, like.
Toyota, let's go places.
Summer is here. Get everything you need for grilling or smoking with the Summer Freezer Filler Bundle from the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Eat healthy, shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, August 8th is a special day here at News 8 Now. We're celebrating 70 years of broadcasting. We recently sat down with some of the familiar voices and faces that have shaped our station's rich history. News 8 Now's Alexandra Carter shares more.
From pioneering journalists to longtime anchors, these faces have been integral to our journey. Let's take a look back now at 7 decades of News 8.
Channel 8 News, La Crosse.
For the past 7 decades, WKBT News 8 has been more than just a television station.
I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
We've been your neighbors, your friends, and your trusted source for local news.
Here's what we know officially from police.
I was here on opening day.
Things may have looked differently back then.
Chances are making it 4 in a row.
And along the way.
When I started, there was one computer, and it was in the back corner of our newsroom. It was the only computer that had the internet on it, and it was dial-up, so it was like, you know, you heard the like, and everybody was sort of afraid of it.
Is News Channel 8's top-notch teacher.
But our commitment to serving you has remained unwavering.
Coming to you from the News Channel 8 studios with I got to be the person that told some really, really great stories, some really impactful stories about people making a difference or tragedies they've overcome.
Jeremy is coming in dayside today. He's normally nightside.
From schedules to technology, News 8 has evolved with the times.
All of the announcers, and I mean all of them, worked television at night and radio during the day.
The neat thing about, you know, a station like this is you get to do everything. I mean, I know to run a camera. I was a cameraman, I was a reporter, I was a photographer, you know, and whatever. So it was a real experience.
But what truly sets News 8 apart is its lasting impact on the lives we touch.
Even still today, I get people coming up and saying, I remember the time when, you know, you high-fived Bill in the face on air. People say that to me, you know, or I remember the time when you went viral and you were on national news. Like those kinds of things, people still will bring up and talk about. So you know, you made an impact, and the reach that the station has to be able to make sure they're impacting and touching the lives of all of the viewers that are watching.
From behind the camera to behind the scenes to you at home, the people are the secret to our success.
This is a family-owned company that really prioritizes journalism. And the entire time I worked here, I really felt that. So we were always given the tools and the encouragement that we needed to be a very strongly community-focused news station.
So cheers to the next 70 WKBT. As we look to the future, we remain committed to the values that have defined us for 7 decades.
When I was young and starting, and you had, you know, 3 channels, 2 in La Crosse. And as far as TV, that was it. You know, obviously it has changed a whole lot. So that value may have changed. I think its value really comes down to the effort that's put in.
And we look forward to continuing our journey with you, our valued viewers. In the studio, Alexandra Carter, News 8 Now. Emily, back to you.
Thank you, Alexandra. A Coulee Region Music Festival is back and celebrating its 15th year. A look at Ashley for the Arts and some of the big names performing when we come back.
We have clouds in the forecast tonight, but it's really going to be the temperatures that you're going to feel for Friday. We're talking fall-like temperatures that could extend through the weekend. We'll break down what that means and whether we'll get any August-like heat and humidity in the forecast coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
At By Goff and Rohde, we know reputation is important, and it can affect your case's outcome. If you want your case to be taken seriously, you need lawyers who are taken seriously. By Goff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Listen, Eric Hovde, Mr. Fancy California banker, I earned my retirement, but you said you would absolutely cut Social Security and even raise the retirement age. Now you want to take away our right to vote? Eric Hovde, you're one heck of a jerk. Will never have my vote. DSCC is responsible for the content of this ad.
One size rarely fits all. That's why at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we carry a huge selection of quality name brand jeans and pants. We're so confident we have the right brand, style, and fit for you that we'll give you a free $5 Blaine's Farm and Fleet gift card for every pair you buy. Like men's Rustler jeans, $15.99. $3 off these women's signature Levi's, $24.99. And shop store-wide savings like Rust-Oleum 2X spray paints, $4.99. Find your perfect pair of jeans for less at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Salmon, good choice. I may need to send you grocery shopping more often.
I also picked up a vacuum cleaner at the same store.
You bought one of the most important household appliances at a place that sells bananas?
The worker said it really sucks.
That's nuts.
It does suck, but not the good kind.
Let's go to a place that specializes in vacuums from people that know vacuums, like A1 Vacuum in La Crosse. And leave the box stores to, you know. Our business is picking up.
Tell me about the day that you first found out about Nolan's birth defect.
Everything was normal up until my 20-week ultrasound. I learned my baby would not survive. I did not have the choice to do what was right for me and my family. To think that there's a possibility of a national abortion ban scares me to death.
Derek Van Orden and his extreme positions around reproductive freedoms are why I'm running for Congress. I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, Ashley, for the Arts is officially underway. The fun started this afternoon in Arcadia's Memorial Park. The three-day festival, now in its 15th year, features some big-name artists like Bret Michaels, Journey, Old Dominion, and The Script. Tonight, them Cooley Boys will wrap up the show starting at 8 p.m., followed by fireworks at 9:45. Festivities for Friday and Saturday kick off at 10 a.m. and continue throughout the night, with the last acts taking the stage at 10:30 p.m. Well, they have lovely beginning day weather for the festivities. I really enjoyed it outside today, Greg. A little overcast, a little breezy, not too cold.
You'll definitely need probably the jacket if you're doing any type of festival, especially this evening and tomorrow going into Friday night too. So overall, if you look at the temperatures right now that we saw today, all the heat is to the south and up to the north. Those are the high temperatures. 62 in Winnipeg gives you an idea. We kind of spin that around. All the heat's been pushed to the south, to the north, and to the west. Really quiet temperatures back to green. That means 60s, even some 50s up to the north too. So big picture shows us low spinning up to the north, which kind of pushed that cold front through yesterday, is really going to settle down over the area, and it's going to provide some more cloud cover, cooler air, and maybe a shower or two going even into Friday, but that'll be for northern areas probably. So cooler tonight. Some low clouds will begin to push back into the area probably towards the morning, especially further north you go. Breezy, chilly, more afternoon cloud cover. That'll kind of dissipate for Friday evening, but you'll definitely feel the chill. Less clouds on Saturday, but still breezy, and the temperature maybe a degree or two warmer than Friday, but won't be too much of a change until Sunday. But overnight, we'll start seeing more of these cloud cover begin to push southeastward as this low gets closer. So up to the north, it'll be partly cloudy to becoming mostly cloudy as we go throughout the morning hours. Less of that to the south. The wind will start picking up after 9 a.m. You see temperatures barely getting to 60. By the time we get to noon, we'll start seeing a few showers or sprinkles start to pop up with the daytime heating, but 62 in Ladysmith to just 67 at noon with that northwest wind picking up at 10 to 15, so you start feeling it. And then a lot more cloud cover in the daytime heating will so skies will be partly to mostly cloudy, and you still see a few little sprinkles or showers may develop. Further north you go, better chance for that. Any amount of precipitation that would be light. But look at those temperatures, barely hitting 70 here, mid 60s up to the north. Now, our record low temp to see how record high, low high, that means how cold it was, is 64. So it won't be quite that cold at La Crosse, but we're not going to be far off from it. And going into Friday evening, we'll lose some of the cloud cover later in the evening, but still with that northwest wind, you'll feel the chill going on. As we go through Saturday, that low spins up to the northeast, continues to push that air back overhead. So we're going to see temperatures Saturday a degree or two warmer. some less cloud cover, more as you go further north, and then a little bit more milder going into Sunday. I think a lot of areas will then get back into the 70s, less cloud cover as you go into as the low begins to push off to the east. Now overall, this pattern will start shifting a little bit towards next week, but the good news, if you don't want heat and humidity, we're not seeing much of that even through next week. We're going to see milder temperatures, which means we're going to climb back up probably into low 80s for a lot of places. That'll continue through the week, but the hot and humid conditions should stay well to the south throughout next week. So that's the positive news. But these are your temperatures tomorrow. This is more like the end of September type high temperatures throughout the area. Clouds will be an increase in the afternoon. We'll see more sun a little bit in the morning. Further north you go, more clouds, even a sprinkle up in these areas, but 68 up there. And then as we go further north, look at these high temperatures, 65 in Ladysmith. So definitely is going to be more like early October even up there. As we go throughout the weekend, fairly quiet, but the temperatures would start climbing barely up. But even then, throughout next week, fairly dry. And even the temperature is still below average. I think by the end of the week we'll get close to average. But if you like this type of temperatures, man, it's going to be nice.
It feels nice. I can't complain about that.
You'll need a jacket at night with this, but definitely enjoy the daytime.
That's why I got the long sleeves on today.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Greg. A pair of giant pandas are making their debut at the zoo. A look at the first pandas to enter the U.S. in 2 decades in just a few minutes.
Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, it's Foodie Friday, and we're checking out what Apothic food truck and eatery, you've heard of them, find out what they're serving up and how you can find them when we see you at 5 a.m.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Welcome to Washington, D.C. You got a bunch of loudmouth, preening politicians. It's absolute chaos. I'm Derek Van Orden, and after 26 years as a Navy SEAL, there's a few things that I learned. You stay on mission, you know what you're fighting for, and sometimes you gotta get a little dirty to finish the job. Let's go, kids. Not you. Not you. You. Let's go. I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message.
It just keeps getting worse.
These are telltale signs that water is shifting your foundation. But it's okay. We got it.
Oh, this is done growing in this house.
Okay.
Cracking drywall is just one sign your foundation is compromised, but you can. Put water back in its place with a free inspection from Innovative Basement Authority. And now receive no interest on any repairs if paid in full in 24 months. Call or go online today.
Are you ready for a red-hot summer? At King Furniture, our prices are... Get your choice of these quality Jackson sets for $11.99. Need something more custom? Check out these 5 England sets for just $14.98. Available in your choice of over 100 fabrics. And in your home in just 30 days. Need a new recliner for Dad? We have hundreds of recliners all on sale and in stock. Get into King Furniture while the prices are...
T-Mobile coverage in my area is wonderful.
We have 8 acres, and it gives you peace of mind to know that you're going to have a reliable signal.
We enjoy hiking. We enjoy the outdoors. The coverage has been great.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, people are getting their first public view of 2 giant pandas in California. The pandas named Yun Chuan and Sing Bao made their public debut today at the San Diego Zoo. The pair arrived from China earlier this summer. They were sent to the U.S. as a sign of friendship and are the first giant pandas to enter the country in 2 decades. The 2 are now enjoying a newly refurbished and expanded habitat. China is expected to also partner with and loan pandas to other zoos, including the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. The pair in San Diego represents the first new panda loans to the U.S. in more than 20 years. Well, I hope they're not just loans. I hope they can stick around forever. All right, we'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after the break.
My name is Joel. I'm a retired naval officer, and I live here in Wisconsin. The United States entrusted me to command a destroyer and take it halfway around the world with 305 of my fellow citizens. The responsibility and the authority that goes with the position of being in command is humbling. The thought that you may have to give orders that would put the lives of your crew in danger, it's something that makes you, I think, very appreciative of their service. I took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Donald Trump, he took the same oath I did. I was at home on January 6th. I saw the invasion of the U.S. Capitol. Donald Trump's actions betrayed his oath, and instead what he was doing was trying to protect his own interests, his individual interests, not the interests of the nation. With Donald Trump, my big fear is what comes next. We have to move forward as a country, and that means putting the Trump chapter behind us.
ABPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
What would Wesco look like in your home? This is Wesco in your living room. This is Wesco in your kitchen. In your bedroom, in your laundry room, even in your bathroom. Wouldn't you like Wesco in your home? Right now, save up to 25% off with discounts in every department. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup is always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
At Driven to Clean, our goal is fast, efficient cleaning of your trash bins and dumpsters. Our high-powered wash system and autonomous trucks kill almost 99% of all bin bacteria, using 200-degree pressurized water to blast away germs and residue. We come the day after trash or recycling pickup for residential services and pre-schedule for commercial. Once completed, you'll have the cleanest bins around. Check out our plans and pricing at driventoclean.com.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic, don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
All right, definitely colder tonight. We're going to get back into the lower 50s. Could be some upper 40s in some areas. More cloud cover as you go further north, especially towards the morning. That low clouds will begin to push in. Winds will still be there, but not bad. We're not going to skip over that because we got no precipitation in the forecast.
Yeah.
But definitely Friday, tomorrow, it's going to feel like the end of September, early October.
Now, Greg, I know you and I have only been here 10 months out of the 70 years of WKBT, but hasn't it been fun being part of this legacy?
Been fun so far.
We're really enjoying it. All right, thank you for joining us for News 8 at 5. We'll see you at 6.